Alright, here's the finished product of my cookies. None of them stuck to the sides or anything, and it has the sugar on top. And yes, they are good. This is me, Kristen, back to show you about the magic of peanut butter. I got this from the library from my house. It says 100 new and favorite recipes. Well, it's new alright, but we're going to see how good it actually tastes. I'm going to be making some crisp peanut butter cookies. And first of all, what you're going to need is 6 dozen. It makes 6 dozen cookies. It takes 20 minutes. The cook time is 12 minutes. You're going to want, for the crisp peanut butter cookies, you're going to want 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, a cup of Skippy Creamy or Super Chunk peanut butter. We're going to be using Ralph's. 1 cup of margarine. I have the margarine right here. See, it actually says Mother's Margarine. 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup firmly packed brown sugar, 2 eggs, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be moving this up closer, because I'm sure you guys are going to want to see how it's actually done. First, you want to preheat the oven to 350. So we're going to take it over here, move it down to 350. So it's heating up 350 in a small bowl. We're going to combine the flour, baking powder, so we're going to move the large bowl out the way right now, because we're going to start working on the small bowl that is right here. Now let's see. Small bowl, combine the flour, that's a lot of flour. Then we're going to combine the baking powder, 1 teaspoon. Oh, you gotta have a measuring cup, a measuring spoon. 1 teaspoon. That'll be this size. Of the baking powder. Here's the baking powder. Close this back up. Baking soda, 1 teaspoon. Thank goodness for this box has this little opener, of course. It never seems to work out when I get ready to make a video, because it's supposed to be opened already. So actually you could just open this up like so. Put the 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Salt, a 1/4 teaspoon. That's going to be this small one right here. And no, I don't have regular salt, but hopefully the sea salt will work. I usually don't use it. Then we're going to set aside those goodies. Now in a big bowl, we're going to beat the Skippy peanut butter. So now we're going to need a spoon big enough so that you could scoop the peanut butter out. We're going to be using a cup. This ought to be interesting. Good thing about this is we've been having this book for like 2 weeks. No, actually a little bit longer than 2 weeks. We didn't have a chance to make it the first time. Had to go back to the library and get another copy. Get the spoon. It's a lot easier if you just do this. It almost looks like a cup. After moving it all down, kind of get an idea about how much a cup is, because I'm not a chef, but I wouldn't mind being on one of those shows talking about cooking. Okay, that actually looks like a cup. So now we're going to put it inside the large bowl and the margarine together. This is going to be some really good stuff here. Okay, that's a cup. Now I'm going to get the margarine. Thank goodness the margarine has this little how much a cup is and a stick and a tablespoon, because otherwise, not being a cook, I wouldn't even know. Well, I should say I'm a cook, I'm just not a chef, because a chef, they already basically know everything. Okay, 1 cup of margarine. This sure looks like a lot of butter, but I guess it's not. Put this back in the refrigerator so it doesn't melt. I can use it for something else later on down the line. In a large bowl, electric mixer, skip peanut butter till smooth, beat in sugars, then eggs. Okay. So now I could use the mixer. Wow, I sure hope this works, because it's not working right now. Okay. Hopefully it's just this. Okay, now I see we got a problem here. Just to be little pieces. That way it won't get stuck on the blender. That's some hard work. Put this peanut butter back. Okay, beating sugars. Add a cup of sugar. I'm going to add 2 eggs. I like to put it in this cup so that if the egg white comes out, the crack part of it, the crack shell, the egg shell, if that part comes out, it'll land in the cup and not inside the actual cookie dough. And 2 eggs and the vanilla, 1 teaspoon. This is 1 teaspoon. Turn this back on. Shape dough into refrigerate dough until it's easy to handle. Looks like I can put it in there now. Shape dough into 1-inch balls on ungreased cookie sheet. Arrange balls 2 inches apart with fork, dipped in sugar. Oh, I gotta put in the brown sugar. I need 1 cup of brown sugar. That takes about all the sugar I have now. I'll put that inside there. Make sure I get all this out. So actually it looks like this brown sugar makes it a little thicker. Okay, we're gonna put it in the refrigerator for like 30 minutes. Maybe it'll get hardened up, and then that way I can roll it into a bowl and put it in the oven. Okay, with the small bowl, we have to mix into the large bowl. This is what makes it doughy, the flour. My hands starting to hurt now. I need it. Go around the sides to make sure it all goes inside the bowl, and for it to not be so thick, gotta probably put it on medium. You have a lot of flour on the side, so you gotta lift it up so it gets all over the bowl. And then you got to knead it inside so that the dryness doesn't be all dry, it's moist. It goes through all of the batter. Okay, looks like I don't need to put it in the refrigerator. But I'm going to have to do this for a while so I can get off of here. Oh, it's too much. Now I gotta lower it. So it doesn't go outside, and it looks like it's going outside. Okay, now I gotta get a pan. Take the cookies and roll it up in a bowl. And you want to put some sugar. Put the fork in the water. Dip it in the sugar. And then flatten it out. Have you some cookies. So you just want to get like a spoon of it, this size, ball it up, real simple. I think the hardest part was actually making it. Dip it in the water, take it out, put it in the sugar, flatten it out with the spoon. And it's that easy. And once we're all done, we're going to put it in the oven for 12 minutes. Dip it in the sugar. 1, 2. And do it again till all of them are done. Take it, ball it up. I don't know if you guys made biscuits back in the days when you were younger, but my grandmother used to make biscuits from homemade. And what she would do is, well, that's another issue, because I can't really remember how we actually did it. Dipped it in the sugar, do it both directions. Keep on doing it till all the cookies are made. That looks like it's going to be a lot of cookies. My son's going to be really happy because he loves peanut butter.